think it's more of a precautionary measure that they didn't play the last game because they did have some slight niggles, but we'll see how they go in practice, but it should all be fine. The South African players that have been nominated, I haven't even seen it, to be honest. I just saw the players that have made the test in one day side. So who are they? No, just reward for some great performances by all of those guys individually, so they can feel very proud of that. No, it's a big gauge for us. Look, we've won 5 of our last 8 one days. So we're heading in the right direction. There's no doubt about it. But we know India is going to be a tough assignment for us. They're coming off some outstanding performances, albeit in India under Indian conditions. But it's really looking forward to it. We need to see where we're going, if we're going in the right direction, and this will be a big test for us and a big gauge to see where we are going. Look, I don't think it's spin bowlers. I think it's maybe 1 or 2 spin bowlers. I mean, Saeed Ajmal's, I think he might be rated number 1 in the world at the moment in terms of bowling. So he's a world-class spinner. He has been for a period of time, and particularly when you play him under conditions like we had in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, I suppose Cape Town, Port Elizabeth suits him a bit as well. He's always going to be tough. So a lot of batters have struggled against him, and a lot of batters are still going to struggle against him. So I don't think we've got a weakness against spin bowling. It's just that Saeed Ajmal's a world-class bowler. I mean, he's dominated a lot of sides in the world, and he was very difficult for us to play, and I'm glad he's back in Pakistan at the moment, that's for sure. Definitely, but I think we've conditions are so important. I think when you're playing up in Johannesburg, maybe Durban, where the ball might not spin as much, those spinners become less of a factor. It's when you're playing in the coastal wickets and subcontinent wickets where those spinners really come into the game. And we've been playing on those wickets quite a lot over the last period of time, Sri Lanka as well. So those conditions suit spinners, and we're just looking forward to getting onto some faster wickets and bouncier wickets where maybe spin's not such a big factor. Yeah, look, I don't think the guys have been too stressed about it. I mean, we've just come off a long series against Pakistan, home and away. So it's not something that we've really discussed too much, I suppose, as players. So players are fully focused on what they've been dealt with, and we've got to focus on the 3 one-days and the 2 test matches. So no, it's not too much of an issue for us. It would have been nice to play a longer series. India's a quality side and they're a big attraction, so great to test ourselves against them, but that's the way it is. There's not much you can do about it. No, I don't think so at all. The length was, to me, not such a major issue. We know whether it's 3 or 5 matches, we have to be at our best. Whether it's 2 tests or 3 tests, we've got to start well. So I don't think it's diminished at all. It's going to be high quality cricket for the next 4 weeks. Yeah, it's confidence. I think when a lot gets spoken about it and a lot of focus gets put in it, players can, I suppose, start doubting it. And when the pressure situations do come up, maybe they fall back to what's the word I'm looking for? Fall back to doing the wrong thing. And that's why that game in Port Elizabeth was probably such an important game for us, because I thought we batted outstandingly up till the last 3 overs where Ajmal got back into the game. So that was a big opportunity for us to put a lot of things right. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us, but I was very pleased with the way we batted in that game up till that particular stage. So, look, it's a work in progress, and there are a few new young batters. Quinton de Kock still finding his way. David Miller's finding his way. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we've got a bit of time still. Yeah, look, it's great to have him back. I mean, Jacques 3 plays in 1, so it's great that he's playing again, and I'm sure he's enjoying it. Look, it does pose some selection challenges. It's not easy selecting the side because the guys that have played in the past have individually done really well, although the team might have not done that well. Those individuals have done really well, but when Jacques Kallis is available, fit, ready to play and in good form, any coach should have him in their team, I suppose. So it hasn't been an issue getting him back in the side. The issue is finding a way to leave somebody out. That's always going to be the tough challenge.
And who are you finding your team out? Is it batsman or a bowler?
Yeah, look, I suppose a guy like Ryan McLaren can feel hard done by in the last game in Cape Town, where he was the guy that sat out. But sometimes under those conditions against a batting side like Pakistan, it maybe doesn't make sense to play 5 seamers, where Jacques is one of those seamers. So those are the things that you've got to weigh up. Maybe under conditions in Johannesburg, maybe against India, you could play 5 seamers. So it's a different opposition, different conditions, so we'll need to assess that. Yeah, I think that's the only way. I think the way one-day cricket's gone now, the way batters bat, the size of the fields, the good wickets, if you don't get wickets, you're going to be losing 9 out of 10 games. So the only way to stop the Indian batting lineup will be to get wickets, and they'll feel the same way about our batting lineup. If they get A.B. de Villiers, Jacques Kallis, Hashim Amla out, they know that they're in the game. So that is going to be the key factor for us. Is trying to knock over their top order. I don't think coaches have too much say nowadays as to what really happens in terms of the wickets that get prepared. It's a home series, and we know the nature of South African wickets. They will always generally have more bounce in subcontinent conditions, and we expect the same when we play in Johannesburg. Look, the coastal wickets in South Africa will generally be a little bit slower and more suitable to the Indian conditions, but the Highveld wickets will probably be more suitable to the way we want to play cricket. So, no, there's no particular wicket we're asking for. We're just looking for a good cricket wicket. Every game is important, whether it's the first game against India or the last game against Pakistan. Every time we play South Africa, there's always pressure. There's always people expecting things. There's always an expectation from players and management to win. So every game is important, whether it's the first or the third. No, we try and be attacking every time we bowl with a new ball. So I can't see too many drastic changes. You can't be carrying 3 slips in a gully in one-day cricket. You just got to try and keep it as simple as possible and hit your lines and lengths consistently with the odd bouncer. It's simple as that. No, it's a great day. I mean, we played here last year against Pakistan, it was. We played Pakistan every time last year in any case. But we played Pakistan last year and it was a great occasion. I mean, I thought we actually looked pretty good and we actually played pretty well. So hopefully that's a good omen for us.